Hey, it's Allie with Seattle Coffee Gear, and today we're doing a crew review of the Baratza Encore. So this grinder is actually the same as their previous version. It's just got a casing update. They have also added in the option for white. So you have the classic black or the matte white that you see here. This grinder in particular is best used for pour over and other drip methods. It has 40mm conical burrs made out of steel. So conical burrs are best used in situations like this where you're doing large quantities of coffee or a lot back to back. They keep the heat down and they're going to be able to keep that grind consistent through the bulk of it. So this grinder is stepped. It has macro adjustments only. So it goes all the way from 0 to 40. And you basically just change the setting by hearing that click, if you can hear that. You turn the hopper and align it with the number that you'd like to grind to. Baratza has a pretty helpful guide too of which grind settings are best used for which one, but there's a little bit of leeway in there as well if you want to kind of do some playing and adjustment. It is a basically on-off option for setting here. You see you have actually two options. Either way you turn it on. So a full on-off option here. So if you keep it on, it'll just keep going and going and going until you turn it off. You also get a pulse function on the front here. So say you just need like a little bit extra coffee or you're just trying to finish out and clear out the chute. You can hit this button on the front. And really just grind out however much you like. So the hopper here holds just about 12 ounces of coffee. That's exactly how much I filled a full bag in before we started this video. The hopper does remove, however, it doesn't have a shutoff. So just be careful when you're taking it off to clean the burrs, replace the burrs, because these have lots of replacement parts available, which is one of the reasons that this is such a great value. But just be careful when you're doing that, making sure there's no beans left over in the hopper, even though it does remove. So now I'm kind of regretting that I put a full hopper worth of beans in here, but I wanted to let you hear the sound. So I'll let it play for just a little bit I'll let it grind for just a little bit longer so you can just pick up on that sound. Because that is one of the negatives of this grinder. You know, if you're waking up in the morning and you've got a lot of people in the house that you're trying not to wake up, you might have to be cautious of that. So here we go. There you go. So I ground a few options here for what options you have on the grinder. So this is towards the coarser side. You can see some of those chunks, and this would be something you would do for like cold brew or French press. You probably could go a little bit finer if you wanted to, but this is kind of on the extreme coarse side of the grinder. Then I jumped down a little bit more coarse. This is about 10 settings lower than that. So you're starting to get more consistent here. Grind sizes are looking a little bit more uniform. And then this is grind setting 20 over here at the bottom. This is what you would use for like a pour over or something like that. And this is really consistent here. I was actually really pleased with how even these came out. That is awesome. And then I wanted to show the fineness of this grinder as well. It does go pretty fine, and this would be probably a good fit for like a pressurized portafilter in a espresso machine. This will not go fine enough for espresso classically, but if you use a pressurized basket, you could probably get away with it. So this does a pretty good job for that as well. This is a grind that I'd probably use for like AeroPress. This can do pretty much all grind settings except for espresso and Turkish, because those are the two finest ends of the spectrum. But usually for grinders like that, you'd want a specific grinder that can do those fine settings. And this one's meant for more of the coarser options. So there you have it. The Baratza Encore grinder. New-ish, a classic design that's been around for a while, but new casing. If you have any questions, just let us know in the comments below and we'd be happy to help. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.